Alright. First time ever. It's probably the worst mistake I've ever done so far. But gonna go now and run through the list as quick as we can. Because I guarantee, as always when I do this, no one joins. So, let me just get my list back up. Comments. Yes, I am aware that there might be some buffering in this video. This is just a test run, see what I can do. So far it's proven me right that I chose the wrong thing, and basically it's not good for live streaming. Although I can watch streaming videos, for some reason it won't let me live stream properly. So I gather this is going to look shit. Apologies for the language. Don't know how to speak otherwise, but yeah, this is going to be probably choppy and terrible. I should have kept with this recording and editing, but it's been taking a while to get a video to upload. Yeah, this has not gone so well with the broadband, but you know, I chose the one to be cheaper and it hasn't gone to plan. So, but the problem is when you've got a shit budget, you're gonna have to go cheap, and when you go cheap, you can't do much. So, don't know. But some problems where it's been not going on the internet for some reason, blah blah blah. Just waiting to see if I get anybody to join, which every time I live stream, that's a given, that'll never happen. I'm having a load of frame drops, so no one's going to join this. But anyway, as you can see the list on the screen right now, these are the videos that are still in the works to come. But at the same time, where this internet is, it will upload when it uploads, unfortunately. So it might take a couple of days, it might take a week, I don't know. But this is the stuff I'm working on for this year so far, with time restraints on things that are going on, as well as when it gets uploaded and recorded. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see because I've got the chat bot on the way, so let me just move that down because it's not going to join. Right, yeah, I got it now. Visible gist. But yeah, I mean, hang on, if my Steam open, see if somebody's, I mean, it's unlikely to be online, but just bear with me right now, guys. Well, who's watching? No one. No, it's not online. Put that offline on Steam. Don't have anybody to join at the moment, and with this being the way it is, not going to do much either. Oh god, chat back out. You know, it's like a waste of time all the time having these things up, but you know, let's try. So, whilst it's buffering and all that rubbish, and you all hate my videos, I'm going to redo this again at some point. So, whilst it's doing that, I'm going to click record so that I can record this and then upload it later when it starts. So, let's do that. Okay, right. Hey guys, welcome to this video where we're going to update you on what's going to happen the rest of this year, but so far this has not gone well. So don't expect any live streams anytime soon because my cheap budget has got me broadband that just doesn't feel like it's going to live stream for me. so far it's given me Talk 5, so we'll see how well it goes. I mean, so far I can download things perfectly fine. I can watch things on YouTube without it buffering. I can slowly upload a video, and I can watch things on streaming services like BBC iPlayer and ITV Hub. I finally fixed ITV Hub. That was a pain before. But yeah. So far that's done that. But anyway, this is what's hopefully coming this year. Eventually, we're still waiting for the Christmas videos to still go out. So hopefully after this stream is switched up and settled. I think I'm up to 8% uploaded, so it should be up today. Fingers crossed. I've got the whole day to try and upload it. I've got a few other projects I'm working on and doing some write-up stuff. So some more projects are being in the works for probably the mid to end of this year, depending on how well things go. I mean, at the moment everything's still locked down, everything's still looking like we're still under this virus thing, pandemic. Pretty much not going forward enough yet. We keep going backwards, and it feels like a lot of things are not going to go back to normal until at least February, but hey, they're going to be reviewing it. But we'll see how things go and all that. But I might test one more live stream after this on my PlayStation 4, but it won't be today, but I guarantee this is still not going to work that well. But, you know, as you can see, I'm wearing my or as Watch Me Put Clothes, Category does Caspaduka. I've got my Crash Bandicoot t-shirt on, if you can see. It's planned for a video I'm going to do a bit later on as well, so if you see this in a video, you know this was just after the live stream. But when it uploads. So yeah, let's get into this video and see if anybody will join anytime soon. Probably not with all the buffering going on and all that frame crap drop. Even though my computer's down there and the broadband there. Maybe if I get an Ethernet cable that's long enough, I'll cable it round to the computer and see how it goes once I've got an Ethernet cable. Maybe that should help it a bit more, because wireless is a pain in the ass. It does drop a lot. This crappy USB adapter thing, yeah, it doesn't work. So I'm going to have a look at the back of my computer, see where the internet port is, and try and measure how far it goes to the broadband and see if it works there. And I'll do the same for the PlayStation. With this broadband, it's only got 2 Ethernet cables. There is some way of getting a multi-adapter, but I don't need that, to be honest. I've only got 2 devices that I need to run off the internet. So, anyway, let's get on to the subjects of this video. Videos I've still got to upload so far. As you can see, it is a list to my, well, to the side of the screen on my hand as it did. But which is in front of me right now. So there's the webcam. That's literally the side of the screen I'm reading off. Yeah, videos I've still got to upload, and as you can see, yeah, I still haven't finished the Red Stand holiday. I know that's a long time, because we went on holiday in... When did we go on holiday? September, wasn't it? We went for a week in September, didn't we? That's too long ago. I think it was September. I know we were there for the week, and then they made it mandatory to wear face masks when we first went swimming. Though I was wearing a face mask the whole time. I think it was September. Yeah, because I think normally in September everybody wants off in work, because normally one would go throughout the whole of August. Yeah, being on holiday, and we'll be all working our asses off, and then most people want to go off in September, have a day, a week or so off in September. I think we had the second week of this September booked. I think it was the 11th of September to the 14th, wasn't it? Something like that. I remember it was a bad day to go because everyone knows September 11th. But yeah, we went, it was pissing with rain, but it was a fun time. So we've still got that one, which is the last part, the final part. A lot of people enjoy the daily life things. I thought if we ever get to go on holiday, I mean, there'll be another documentary filmed a bit more. We might do various different other activities depending on what we're allowed to do by then. And I hope we have enough money saved for that this time. Instead of going to Papa John and only having card payment and using all my savings on a tea that one night, but it was worth it. So yeah, still got that to do. And we got the Let's Explore series. I'm going to try and continue on. I know it's a bit late, but it keeps people in refresh. Yeah, so we've got the Let's Explore Streets of Raccoon. Yeah, that was kind of a fun one to do. We literally went through the game, recorded all the bits, and then chopped up a lot of it where I kill a lot of enemies and then explore, go back on myself and explore a bit more, kill a few enemies in this other part, explore a lot more. I know a lot of people were saying there's a bit missing, but the problem is how do you explore that bit when you're getting chased by nemesis. And yeah, obviously the stars, not the stars, obviously the whole bit where you go to Kendo's gun shop is missing. But that's purely because you see that in Resident Evil 2 Remake. I was going to leave that part out just for Resident Evil 2 Remake, the Let's Explore Raccoon City. Made it a full extent Resident Evil 3 version to Resident Evil 2 Remake. Switched back and put it together as one video. Made it, see how it goes. Just hoping modders can do that now with a PC version, putting all of it together. But yeah, and we're going on to the Resident. Now I banked a load of gameplay footage and me playing some really good classic games. I've got 5 edited so far, but I've recorded quite a lot, which you'll see in the editing part. So completely I've recorded, even though one's already uploaded, it's done quite well, which I'm surprised. Where basically I've recorded 10 videos, I've edited 5, so that's halfway. See how well it goes and all that stuff. I did do a video where I explained how the Resident Childhood Games series goes, which I'll explain in this video, well, stream as well as video, for what I don't know, for like reference. The Resident Childhood Games series is basically me playing games that I used to play as a child. Good games, obviously, at the start. We're going to throw some bad games that I played and see how well they fare today. The rules with this is that I can play all the games I played as a child, exempting Resident Evil, because I play that enough. That's a Let's Play and that's a given, we all know that. I'm playing games that you guys have never seen before, never knew I probably played as a kid. Probably some shock value in there as well. Plus, also, Silent Hill won't be added to it because I'm doing a whole Let's Play series of Silent Hill, and I didn't really play Silent Hill 2 pretty much later on in the lifestyle. I mean, my uncle played it when it first came out, I believe. I never really got to play it until a bit later on, and pretty much it was the first Silent Hill I played was in 2002. When the remake came out, I finally got it to play on my PlayStation 2 at the time. And then my PS3 was able to play PlayStation 1 games, so I still had it from that. They wouldn't let me play PS2 games. But I didn't play Silent Hill 2, 3, 4, The Room until really later on in my teens, like coming up to 18, because I was more into my Resident Evil, to be honest. So in theory, that's why they don't really show up on it, because they're like past my childhood. Childhood, yeah, I'm going as far as the end of my childhood, which really roughly ends with the PS2 era sort of thing. Some GameCube ones as well, so like 2002, maybe got as far as 2006 maybe. I am throwing some Tony Hawk's into it, so whenever Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2 came out, they might appear on here, but I'm going to research that properly before I go too far into it. Because I want to have a set cut off. So I don't want to keep going on to over the whole PlayStation 2 lifestyle, because the PS3 came out like that. But yeah, so that's that in general. The other things I'm wanting to do with this is I want to play games I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to play some bad games that I don't like when I was growing up. But at the moment, I'm doing all the ones I did enjoy. And the way this works is that I'm going to play some of these games that I haven't played since I was a kid. Some of them I haven't even touched since I was a child. So not a lot of this is fresh in my memory. And to be honest, it's like, you know, reliving nostalgia, reliving playing again. Some of them, yeah, literally I haven't. I mean, I was recording one that I mentioned. I haven't played this since I first played this as a kid, like back then. And playing it now, some of the memories were like jotting back in, like all pieces of puzzles like clicking back in my brain. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this bit. I don't remember that bit, you know. And it's like I want to show that in a video, and at the same time, I also want to see, you know, a part of like a challenge myself sort of thing. You know, if I beat him in one of these games as a kid, can I still beat him now, my 31-year-old self? You know, some of them, if I haven't beaten him as a kid, can I beat him now? And hey, Wolfen Track, how's the stream going? I know it's a bit buffery, this is a test play. I don't know if it's going to work out at the moment because the Wi-Fi is not great. Whenever I get a chance to get an Ethernet cable, I'll see how that runs off the Ethernet, because the Ethernet seems to probably work a lot better. But I've noticed there's a lot of frame drops during the stream, so it's not going to plan. Image freezes every few seconds, but connection is fine. Okay, yeah, but that's the buffering between obviously the wireless. So. The USB pen's probably it's flashing like mad and it's probably struggling. So I'm going to invest in trying to find an Ethernet cable. That might fix the freezing problem. I don't know. It's not a decent. It's something I'm paying £18 for, and it's cut out a couple of times. But you know, that's probably my computer problem because the USB stick. But it has gone slow on obviously girlfriend's PC, not PC, phone. Yeah, I'm amped up right now. But hopefully you get the gist of what. So I don't know how much of this you've seen. The list of what you can see the list on the screen. What I'm talking about. This is what's coming soon. I've set it out to what's still to be uploaded. I'm still waiting for my Christmas video to upload. If you had them in eBay, it's 80% done. So I'll upload it after the stream. So I'm not sure how online play works, but I'm going to test quite a few things out. But I think it's best to leave it until I've got an internet connection, because it's probably going to buffer online, which is weird. I can watch YouTube, I can watch other people live streaming their videos, no problem. I can watch BBC iPlayer, catch up TV. I can watch ITV Hub, no problem. Okay, I've got a little problem with the buffering because of some pop-up block keeps stopping me watching things on ITV Hub, but that's normal. Something I've added, it's not liking it. Probably something that you shared with me to stop all this stuff coming up on recommendation for YouTube, and it's stopping me watching stuff on ITV. But it's a simple refresh and it will sort itself out. So it's a pain, but it's workaroundable. I think that's not a word, but yeah, like the Crash Bandicoot t-shirt, as Kadika says, a Crash Bandicoot t-shirt. Yeah, you'll see the whole list of my Christmas presents in that video whenever it uploads. There's a bit of a cut in places, so my video storage on my phone is rubbish. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, the childhood gaming stuff. Yeah, I like to challenge myself to see if I'm. So if I didn't beat a game as a child, can I beat it now at 31 years old? Or can I get further than I can? Because I know some games back in the day there was like no saving, so it was difficult to get through it. Nowadays you've got emulators that have save states, and Christ for save states. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that at some point. Download that, because I would love to do a whole Let's Play series on that, and a whole talk video on it, review, rip the crap out of it. Basically. What about GC Chris videos? I've spoke to Chris yesterday about videos. He's got a few ideas. I've given him some ideas of games to try. he wants to do more like comedy stuff, like cut some bits of videos up and make it funny. He's not. He's all. I think last he mentioned he doesn't want to use all the green screen effects stuff anymore that much, but he always throw it in now and again to give like sort of surprise sort of aspect. He did mention he's got some interest in the Henry Stickmin series, but that's not on the list. That's his separate list. I'm waiting to see what he's going to do with that. But he said he was going to play that, steal the diamond, escape the prison, steal the diamond, escape the complex, and all that sort of stuff. He's going to play them. He's thinking of doing some Happy Wheels as well. I haven't figured out how to work it out yet because Adobe doesn't work anymore, or whatever the Flash thing doesn't work anymore. He was going to do stuff. Yeah, I think he's still working on the Star Trek Elite Force review. It's something that he wants to play, but do like a comedy thing with it. I think he's still working on it last time I spoke to him. But he had some other projects coming up as well, so that was a given that, you know, he's working on that, but at the same time, you know, it's like in between he's been working on the video. I did mention some of the Wackule series where you whack computer, whack your boss, and he's like, oh, I remember them. So he might be doing them as well, which is, yeah, going to be cool. And I know I've noticed that chat doesn't come from screen. I haven't set that up on this yet, but I just been really recording and I refreshed all my stuff to look different. So this is my classic setup where I'll have Windows screen mode games like Resident Evil 2 and all that. I have a games one that just capture stuff. South Park, Stick of Truth, and Call of Duty. That works. Not Stick of Truth, the other one, Fractured Battle. That's on this list as well. But yeah. I'm hoping that the new series of the Resdan's childhood games is going to be exciting and fun. Whereas that, and some shock values. I mean, I don't know if anybody's played most of the games that I've played. I don't want to spoil, but at the same time, I want to say what games I have played in the whole 10 videos I've recorded. Literally, 10 videos. My God. One of them I'm thinking of removing because I didn't do very well because I didn't set the control properly. And the second one is very chopped up because I don't remember nothing of it. And I spoke to my uncle Soul Sam's about it. Planet 8 games. Well, I've never played Planet 8 game. I've watched the entire movies. I love the Planet 8 series, apart from the remake, Mark Wahlberg. But no offense to him, I just didn't like that. I've got the whole lot still. I've got Planet of the Apes. What was the second one? It's Planet of the Apes. Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Escape of the Planet of the Apes. Battle of the Planet of the Apes. Conquest of Planet of the Apes. And Battle of the Planet of the Apes. I can never get in the right order, but I've never played that game. But I might give it like a part of a new series that I'm going to do, which is called Let's Try. Where I'm going to be playing some games I've never played. I think it's listed on here, but I can't remember if I listed it or not. I haven't listed it, but it's one of the things I'm planning to do. It's on another notepad somewhere. Well, I'm going to be let's try some games I want to, you know, it's basically me playing some games that I've never played, would love to play. Unfortunately, one of them is just Dino Crisis 2 because Dino Crisis 1 doesn't work. I still haven't had any chance of getting it to work. But yeah, I mean, if you want, you know, this is to share with other people. I mean, Wolfen Trek, you can do on whichever channel you're going to run it off. You can do your own childhood gaming stuff. This is what I want to try and see if it expands out a bit more, so we can see what games we played as a child. Which probably difference between what I played and you played. But and if anybody else watches this, buffery rubbish, but yeah, see what your games you played. I mean, if you want to do a video on it, if not, just list the games you play. But you know, some of these I've had fun with. Some of them are like, I don't remember this, I don't remember that, and yeah, a lot of that goes on, which happens in games that you've never played since you were a kid. Some of them, yeah, some of them are sticking in mind. Some of them are like, oh yeah, I remember this, that, and the other, and you know, it's just like that. I can't remember if it was. I'm gonna probably switch them around a bit. There was a game I was playing called Soul Calibur, and I used to get frustrated with it as a kid. But I did beat. I think I played it with one character and got all the way to the end and beat the final boss. But when it came to, finish it off with everybody else, yeah, I just got frustrated with it. But weirdly enough, I used to die a lot, but I kept on retrying. Weirdly enough, I picked the game up, I downloaded it, played Soul Calibur, and I was recording it thinking, oh, I'm going to be rubbish at this, it's going to look terrible. And I beat I think it was 3 rounds. I beat 2 rounds, and it was like, oh my god, I'm so good at this game. And then the controller decided to disconnect itself. I was like, no, and you'll see that in the video when I put it. Edited and uploaded, because I haven't edited it yet, I've recorded it with much of other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that because the channel is Woven Trek, but at the same time, it's it's like, yeah, it's the name of your channel is symbolize of what your game you enjoy, but I'm just, people can symbolize that because it's Wolfenstein gaming channel. So in theory, if it's just basically descripted as a gaming channel, you can list off the games that you play. And it shouldn't really matter the name of the channel, but because if people look at the Game Bros 2020, they just think gaming in general. But I have done so many other videos, like the holiday video, Let's Tries. I've done a Let's Try recently. That's not listed on here, but I'm thinking of uploading it at some point. I tried the California Reaper sauce. Bit disappointed in that, really. Unless I make Deadless my true main channel. Yeah, that could, if it, that could work as well. This one could be just all your Wolfenstein Star Trek stuff. I mean, it's good to have 2 channels, but I had this problem before when I had 2 channels. Especially I had a vlog channel as well. I kept on uploading vlogs to my main channel, and I had to end up uploading games to the vlog channel. It sometimes happens. You're gonna change his name? No. You're gonna have to change his name. Well, I would do, but the thing is, it's stuck. The reason why the Game Bros came, the Game Bros 2020, was because we reinvented ourselves this year, well, last year, so now, for 2020. Plus, people couldn't find us because there are so many channels called the Gaming Bros, unfortunately. But I'm thinking, because this is where we reinvented ourselves, this is why it's called the Game Bros 2020. And unfortunately, I've done merch now in the Game Bros 2020, but this is the reason why I called it put the 2020 on the end is 2 reasons. One, people couldn't find me because they were finding other channels called that, and they were getting all my subs. 2 is because we reinvented ourselves this in last year for 2020. Yeah, and everything went to but we reinvented ourselves. We got back into it, and we've done some more stuff. And things got a bit better instead of sloppy that they were in 2019 or all that. I was thinking change it to 1989, but then it's not fair because that'll be my year. So I don't know. At the moment, 2020 seems to fit because it's been a crap year with the pandemic, but at the same time, we're reinvented the channel. Um, 2020 has been an up and down thing. It's go back to work for a few, and then we're locked down. Go back to work, 2-week lockdown, go back to work, complete lockdown again. It's like on and off, and it's like, and you still see people out drinking, doing drugs, and hanging around in groups. But the main thing you don't see is law enforcement, the police that's supposed to be doing all their jobs. And it's like, you wonder why these idiots at high or above, which I'll probably get done for saying this now, the people that are the powers that be, you can see why they said, "Ooh, rates are going high because these people are not listening." Okay, I'd rather listen to someone that's on the front line seeing all this stuff happen than someone that's sitting in an office going, "Oh, look at these numbers before we lock everything down." No, no, no. I mean, lockdown is, yeah, it stops the spread, but it just brings the truth out of so many people that don't care, don't think about others. You know, that's why when I've ever gone to my grandparents, I keep my mask on for safety. And a lot of people say, "Well, I'm asthmatic. I shouldn't be wearing a mask. I should be exempt." I don't feel that way. I mean, I know as an asthmatic, I get typically cough, so that's more of a spread, or more of a chance and a risk of spreading. People say, "Oh, restricted breathing." Find the mask that fits you. That's what I do. Talking of that, a few seconds. Here's the Gaming Brew 2020 limited edition face mask that never got sold because of lockdown. But I don't know. It's one of those. It's like an up and down year. It's like wrestling council in the UK. I don't know where that's gone now. I've lost that. I don't know if you saw on Facebook. I posted a photo. Me wearing a face mask as Michael Myers or William Shatner mask. No. I mean, this took me forever to find and design pretty well. I like it. People, this doesn't stop social distancing. Trust me. I could get arrested for wearing that in shops now. People come up to me like, "Oh, that looks nice." And it's like, "Oh my god, we're supposed to be social distancing, not getting on top of me looking at my mask." But yeah, I mean, to be honest, at the moment where I see things, there's no excuse to wear face coverings because you've got face shields now, which do look weird, which some shops are charging too much for when you can easily just get a plastic wallet or shit, like a piece of plastic that is like it. There's always foam rubber laying around. You cut it, stick it together, you make your own face shield. And they've got these new weird plastic face masks now, so it's like, yeah, no excuse. I mean, all the masks that I've worn, apart from the surgical blue masks you wear in hospitals, they're horrible. But this mask is really good for a fiver. I've even got the cancer research ones, and they feel quite nice. To be honest, as I feel, face masks, when is the chance you're going to walk into a bank? This is what you got to think of. When is the chance you're going to walk into a bank with a face mask? You always get told to take off your scarf or something. You're like, "Oh, can you take that off, please?" Now it's like, put that back on. So I always look at it as keeps your face warm in the winter, protects others, and where's the greatest opportunity to walk into a bank with a mask on. It's cool. Okay, lost track a bit there. So let's. Where was I? Childhood games. So I've done that. So we'll move on to the next thing. So yeah, I've recorded 10, edited 5. So this is when the new thing comes out. The Hints and Tips series are back in force. I have planned and recorded 3 episodes so far. I am still working on Code for Corrects. It's just getting all the right codes, because every time I've looked for the codes for the Ashford family portrait, I'll get this right now, portrait puzzle in Code for Corrects, I always find ones online that are incorrect. So I'm trying to find the right one to make sure it works. And I'm working out how I'll go about going through it. As well as I'm going to work out, because I still have a bit of issues with Code Veronica. I mean, I played it so many times. I've beat it multiple times on GameCube, only twice on PS4. And I always had the problem with the tyrant on the back of the plane. So I'm still working on it and see how well it goes. I can do some bits, but it's hit and miss with how well it will go. This one I can do. Unfortunately, I haven't uploaded it yet, so I can't tell what it's going to be like. I noticed there were some frame drops when I used the rocket launcher running through my PC version, because I couldn't be bothered playing through the PlayStation version because I haven't got everything unlocked. So yeah, I mean, I have beat the PC version 100%. So yeah, the new series is back rolling with the hints and tips. I think I've done everything with Resident Evil 2 Remake. I am working on a B scenario because I've had a few people asking me what's the difference between the first run and the second run, which everybody still somehow calls A and B scenarios. So I'm going to be doing some hints and tips on the B scenario. I've not done a B scenario, and then I'm going to look back because I can't remember and I can't find the majority of my hints and tips of the first run, second run, the first runs, but it doesn't bother me. I'm going to be doing some B run hints and tips, but that's really later on. I'm trying to work on the HD remaster. So far I've recorded and edited 2 parts. They'll be coming up. I've noticed there is some frame drops. I should have probably done it with just the standard weapons in it or the unlimited handgun, but I thought rocket launcher would be easier to blast through the entire game. Yeah, there are some frame drops in it, and I noticed. Then I'm doing a new series, which I could have put it in like a childhood gaming series, but I knew making the point up is if you like the game, let me know in the comment section below if you want to see the game series continue, to do a full let's plays on the old childhood gaming and all that. But yeah, so I thought, well, this one's going for it. I didn't add it to the childhood gaming list, even though I did play this as a child. But I'm doing a series, or a let's play series on Nightmare Creatures. Now, fun fact, but I've gone quite far in the first Let's Play. I've done the first entire section. When I played it last, I got quite far through to the river bit. When I watch videos, I'm getting closer to the first boss on it. I can't remember what it's called. But I can't remember what the cheat code was to skip levels, to be honest. But I don't want to do that. But there is a cheat code to skip levels. But anyway, videos that we're gonna still I need to edit. Obviously, Hints and Tips Part 3, the Res Down Childhood Games 6 to 10, the Let's Explore RPD. You know, I'm still working on that. They're all recorded, just need to edit and put them in the right place. I'm also working on one where I'm combining 2 remake and 1 remake. Raccoon City and LPD, and I'm also trying to do, it's not going to plan, recording parts for my sort of like mini movie series thing where it starts off with Jill and Resident Evil Remake, and then it goes to Jill and Resident Evil 3, and it swaps to Resident Evil 2 Remake where it cuts up between Leon and Claire, go through it. It's like a remake mini series movie. So far, getting footage for it has been a nightmare, and it hasn't gone to plan. Especially Nemesis. Oh no, oh my god. Hardcore? Seriously? How fast is Nemesis? Yeah, and that room with all them little bugs where you have to pull the bloody switches down to put the power on. Oh my god. That took up all my health. Now I'm trying to run away from Nemesis. I got quite far than I did when I first played Hardcore. Now I've got the rocket launcher, but Jesus, he's fast and he dodges everything. Where were we next? Yeah, now let's explore the hospital. The hospital was annoying to do, but I gone through it, explored it, showed everything. The editing's really fun with that. Now, I still done a few trophy ones. One of them was so easy that I know speedrunners won't get. 100% completionists would find it. It's how to get the Footstep About Tim. Very easy. It's right at the beginning of the game, near enough. And how to get the electrical slide, which you've got to run through getting all the fuses in a certain set time. Now, there is no audio commentary over it, unfortunately, because my mic wasn't working on my PlayStation 4, and I did not know I was getting this. At the moment, at this time, I was trying to get more points in my Magnum, and just by pure luck, I beat the whole. I think you got to collect all the 4 fuses in 5 minutes, and I got the trophy, and I was like, "Oh, save that clip because I'm never doing that again." And I wasn't even expecting to beat it. The problem with Lex Explorer is everyone has played it by now. True. I'm just showing off bits of the areas and stuff. I know it's a problem, but at the same time, I'm just putting it there. Sort of showing the areas and trying to link it what with it being Resident Evil Remake. Also talking about if modders can remove some of these stuff, so it shows what the PlayStation looked before the incident, sort of thing. You know, I think that would be pretty cool. That's what I mentioned in one of the videos. Is that after they remove all this barricade stuff, how many shortcuts can you get to this place? How many shortcuts can you get to the library and all that? And it's like, and the RPD, and it's like, you know, I was like, I wanted to see what it'd be like, and I don't know if modders have done it yet. But if they can remove all that, there is a way of doing a Resident Evil Outbreak remake by removing all of them stuff. But yeah, I know it's probably a bit too late to do it, but hey, I take too long to get things done. But it's always going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, and talk about what I think this should be and what could do this. It's something I did years ago. I mean, a lot of people done this with the original Resident Evil 2 and Nemesis when they got the RPD, and it's that door that's boarded up. Everybody's like, oh, what's behind there and everything. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people said, oh, what's behind that boarded door, and to realise it was just a shortcut to the library, which modders have figured out how to open that door now. Me and GT Chris tried this, and we lost the door, and we lost the other door. The other door became a statue, and we couldn't get out of that area. I think it was a Claire playthrough. It's like, oh, we can't go through that door. That's right, the door's broken. And it talks about, oh, this is a duel. Yeah, so the doors were switched, and the broken door was switched with the statue puzzle. But I bet you when we go to the statue was still the same thing. It was annoying. But yeah, I'm still working on hints and tips with that. I'm going to do hints and tips on not stand. I can't remember what I was going to do on. A standard run with the rocket launcher. The amount of pain I went through playing through that game. I must be getting old. Yeah, skipping the next one because it's Let's Explore the Hospital. There are a few bits that I saw in there that I thought will be good to talk about. A few things I was like trying to compare to the original. So yeah, these are the stuff that after this, the videos I need to still make / record. How to get the Kendo Prodigy, which is collect all the weapon parts. I put this off for a while because how pain in the ass Nemesis is, to the point where I've got the rocket launcher now, so I've got no problem. I tried to record this on hardcore, and it was the stupidest idea. Oh yeah, let's go get there. Oh, bang! Whoa, dodge! No, bang! And I died. So I'm gonna collect. You know, and when you do collectathon stuff, when you're collecting stuff for collecting trophies and showing how to do trophies, it's best to do it on a lower difficulty setting. Now, a lot of people probably hate on it that I'm going to do it assist, but that's why I'm not going to do it on assist. I'll be doing it on standard to collect all these parts. I mean, you don't. It's not really that you need to do it on standard. You can do it on assist to collect all the stuff just to show for a video, because you don't want to play on hard, you know, on hardest difficulty to collect stuff. Really, it is suicide. Okay, what's next? Still got to do the how to get the Master of the RE Resident Evil Master of Unlocking. I haven't recorded this because how long it takes to get it done. How many things you gotta unlock with the lockpick, the bolt codes, everything. You gotta open every single thing. And the last one's at the hospital. Boy, I put this off because I didn't have the bolt cutters and the lockpick at the beginning. Now I've got it at the beginning, I can do the video, but it's still long. It's still as long as trying to do the finding all the weapons, which I could never find one weapon, and I eventually found it, the micro, which was hidden with the USS member. But this one is a long one. This is why I've also come up with a decision to not do the bookworm trophy, because I only just now really got that one, and I don't even know where all the bloody files are. It's a nightmare to find every single file. I know it'll take a huge chunk of videos to do. So, slim packets. Yeah, I know. I can't remember what it is. So, well, it is about lunch. No, it's not even lunchtime. Just, I mean, I'm still having a breakfast. Where was I? Oh, yeah, the master unlocking is fun to do, but how far I don't know how far you got with this Wolven track down. I don't know if you've done all the challenge list thing they got, or I don't know if you've done all the trophy lists, but some of these might help you if you haven't done them, which I'm assuming by now I probably have done. But I've known a few people that haven't got some of these. This is why I've listed these off to try and help people to do them. One that keeps getting asked is that bookworm one, and I am struggling with it. I just share a link to a video to do it because I'm struggling to find every single one. You got to start from the beginning, collect everything in Jill's apartment, and you got to collect everything in the streets. It's tedious, and I was stuck for the whole entire game just for one bloody book, loading every single save, watching the video back and forwards to find one book. And I finally done it my last playthrough, beating it on standard. I don't even know how I done it. Somewhere in the awkwardest place to get it, but worth it. I still haven't done a video on that someone has done, where we believe you can hear Kevin Ryman, whatever his surname, from Resident Evil Outbreak. There's a bit where you go to with a fire truck, which is not in Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I found, and there's another thing I'm going to find that's not in Resident Evil 2 Remake, that's in Resident Evil 3 Remake, when I get around to it. There's a bit where you climb with a fire truck with Jill and you jump down to go to Kenner's gun shop. There's a police car there with a door open. You can hear a radio call about people stuck at a bar, which, in Outbreak, Kevin and a few other survivors were in a bar. The barman was injured by a zombie. He mentions an injured person. Also, the old security guy with Mark was in as well, so it's like there's reference there. So there could be a hint to a Resident Evil Outbreak remake, fingers crossed. But if you listen to the dialogue, which I still haven't done yet, because every time I played the game, I've gone straight to Kendra's Gun Shop. You're supposed to stand there, listen to the audio that's going on in the radio call, and then you find out, yeah, it sounds like the same thing that's going on in Outbreak, so it's already showing that Capcom's hinting that after Resident Evil 4 remake, there's going to be a remake of Outbreak, surely. Way it feels, it's like, I don't know why they've skipped out Code Veronica Correct, but I think they might be doing Code Veronica Correct remakes soon, but they're probably waiting for a bit, I don't know. But after 4 there was Outbreak, so maybe Outbreak's going to come after 4, but also Code Veronica Correct maybe in the middle somewhere. Or maybe because Code Veronica Correct is such a long ass game, it was boring and tedious, they went straight to 4 first because it was easier, and then maybe do Code Veronica Correct after. I don't know. Yeah, the next I'm going to continue the Let's Plays of Nightmare Creatures. I'm going to continue on the hints and tips of Resident Evil HD Remaster 4 or 5. I'm going to continue recording that. I'm at the moment playing as Jill, and I will be playing the Chris scenario afterwards. I'm not sure how to do a hints and tips on the Real Survivor mode or Ghost Survivor, because they're hard anyway. But I'm thinking of, I think it'll be, I don't know how long it's going to be for a video, I don't know how many parts it will be, but I'm going to be doing a video on it, and it'd be chopped up in bits, basically to say which areas to keep items, the key items you need to keep with you the whole time, and which ones you carry over to a nearest save point that you're going to need at this specific point. I mean, Chris's real supply is a bloody nightmare, the amount of space he has. Yeah, and after that, I'm going to be doing some more childhood games. I've got a list downloaded, and I'll play through some real one. I finally eventually got to play 40 Winks, and my god, that takes me back. I was like, I don't remember I remember the staircase, but I don't remember starting it. And I was like, yeah, because I remember more the demo than the full game. And when I started the game, I was like, I don't remember that enemy, but I remember collecting all these Z's and moon crescents and stuff, and it was fun to play. I might continue that at some point as well. But I've got a load more to record. So many games I would like to try. I have got a but I haven't written it down because I haven't finished it. I'm still aiming to get Dino Crisis 1 to work, but none of them seem to work. I've found so many different sites, none of them worked. And I don't fancy paying 25 quid for a Dino Crisis game. Even though it's the best one. Dino Crisis 2 is okay. I've had a good play through it, had some fun learning the game. It does feel like Resident Evil, because it is. But at the same time, every one it says that the first one's the best. I can see why, because Dino Crisis 2 is like Resident Evil 5. It's like roleplay, gaining points, shooting enemies, buying all these extra health packets, extra stuff, which is fun enough. But look at Dino Crisis 2, look really good, and I really like Dino Crisis 1. So other ones I'm going to be doing, yeah. To answer the question on a comment, which I did answer, I'm going to answer it in the stream if it allows me to with all this buffering stuff. Yes, Resident Evil DS is basically the same way of playing the original Resident Evil, but on a handheld device, even though I'm not because it's on the computer, but it's pretty much the entire game on there with extra stuff. You can do a quick turn, you can skip doors, you can skip cutscenes, which you couldn't do in the PC version, which was annoying. Basically, it's the ultimate version to play. Plus, you get all the extra stuff, which I'm starting to do again, and I want to re-record it again and play through it. But I will warn you guys, I am not 100% that great. And you will see the cursor coming from screen lock, because it's basically you're supposed to use a stylus pen on the DS. I did beat it on the DS when I first had this game on DS. I don't know if I'll beat it when we Let's Play, but we'll see how I'll go. Basically, there's a new added thing. So you've got the entire game from the PlayStation 1, which basically looks like a PC port onto DS, very compressed. But also you've got the Rebirth mode, and I think you have to beat Rebirth mode to unlock it, because I haven't got it on the PC, but I have it on my DS. No, I don't have a DS anymore. I've still got it on my card, because they say on the cartridge of the game. It's called Master of Knifing mode, where you go through stages of bosses, and you just knife. On a first person view. This also implements a lot of first person stuff. So some rooms you go through, you think, oh yeah, such and such. But then the game decides to switch it to first person, so you're knifing crows, zombies, hunters, dogs. Oh, it changes everything. And some of the puzzles are different in it. You've got to use the touch stylus to do things differently. You've got to try and rescue Richard by doing mouth to mouth. I don't know how it's going to work, seeing that the mic is on the camera, so I'm going to be leaning to the camera. Some of the other mini games we've got to drop. If I remember right, there's a scale that you've got to make it weigh properly. Then you've got to turn a valve later on in the, I call it shark tank, in the lower parts of the outhouse, the basement of the outhouse, where you have to turn a crank. Which, when I first had the game, it killed me there, because the room gassed out and my touch stylus wasn't working, or touchscreen wasn't working. So I was trying to spin the wheel and nothing happened. It was sitting there. I was like, oh, I'm dead. But then when I upgraded my DS, got a better DS from the old crappy grey one to a better DS Lite, they call it, and it worked perfectly, and I beat it. It was well cool. But some of the first person segments are a pain in the ass, but it's worth it when you get health and ammo drops. Yeah. So that's coming soon, so you can see what the DS Resident Evil looks like. instead of playing through the whole game again, which I love doing challenges of because you can beat that game in 42 minutes. I don't know what the world record speed run on the DS is, but it's a lot faster than the PC, trust me. Yeah, but yeah, I'll be doing more of that. Challenges, I have set a list of challenges to do, but I'm not in the. It's one of them. You got to be in the right frame of mind to do challenges and stuff, but at the same time, I'm not really 100% on wanting to do challenges at the moment. As far as live stream goes, as you can tell, this live stream, I'm gonna watch back and it's not gonna look good. But maybe once I've got an infinite cable, I'm gonna have to look for one. I don't think I've still got one anyway, because obviously most of my stuff was stolen. But if I can get an infinite cable that's long enough, I'll plug it in the infinite port, because this USB wires detector thing is shit at the best of times. I'll see how it runs on the infinite cable, see how a stream would work from infinite, but if not, we'll just leave it there. But judging by the comments and stuff, I think the stream has crashed or something's gone wrong. But yeah, that's a list of stuff I'm going to be trying to do for this year, hopefully. Just give it a bit of time for a comment to come up if it's still running. But this is where I'll be ending the stream right now, guys. So I'll end my recording. So thank you guys for watching me on this video. Like, subscribe, share to your friends on social media. We'll catch you in Gaming Bro 2025 in the next one. Dismissed. Oh my god, my mouse is being a stick. Stop that. So still streaming, but I'm waiting for a comment to come up because I've lost a lot of bits and it's a lot of frame drops, so I don't know. Stream still going okay? If not, I'm gonna have to end it now. I believe.